they be able to save themselves from thousands of zombies? Will they be able to rid the world of zombies? Hello friends and dear viewers. Welcome to Aman 4 Idea channel with new video. Today, I'm going to explain a live movie. This is famous Korean movie. So let's start. At the beginning of the movie, we see a boy named Jono living with his family in a flat in the city. Jono used to stay at his house all the time. He was very much addicted to pub games, sitting in his room all day and playing live games with his friends. That day, he was sitting in his room playing pug with his friends. People see a news report of sex after playing games. None of his family was at home that day. In that news, it was said that a virus is spreading very fast in Chil City, and people are biting each other due to the effect of this virus. And this virus has now reached such a stage that it is possible for the government to control it. After hearing this news, Jono came to the balcony and looked outside to see the situation around him was very dire. People are infected with the virus and are biting each other and attacking each other in a horrible way. Seeing such a situation outside, Jono was very scared. In fact, the virus was a zombie virus, and people were becoming infected with the virus and turning into a terrible zombie. Jono then came into his room from the balcony. Jono saw a neighbor forcefully enter his flat, and then through the news he got to know some signs of becoming a zombie. In the news, it was being said that people are infected with zombies and take a very terrifying form. People infected with the virus become pale in color and their eyes turn red. Then it can be seen that the neighbor's eyes have turned red and he is slowly turning into a zombie. Then Jono was able to get his neighbor out of the flat with great difficulty. Then Jono received a message from his family number on the phone. It said, "Are you okay?" And it also said, "Stay alive." Then he wrote "alive" on a sticker and finally put it on their family photo. He did this to get motivation after seeing their family photos. After that, Jono completely locked himself in that flat. Jono puts their fridge near the main door for extra protection, because he wanted to use the fridge as a barricade, and he wanted to make sure that no zombies could enter his flat. After that, write "Stay alive" on a board and take a picture and post the picture on social media, because he wanted someone to come forward to help him after seeing that picture of him, but no one came to help him. Because almost everyone in the place where he lived has been infected by the zombie virus. These are from the city of Jono. He could see the situation through a drone camera sitting in his room. He finds that all his neighbors have turned into zombies. But all these zombies had a specialty, and their specialty is that even after they became militants, they always maintained their daily routine. That is, they could remember all the activities they used to do in their normal life, even after they were transformed into zombies. For example, all the people who used to work in normal life went to the office, even after they were transformed into zombies. On the other hand, Jono thought he could send a signal to someone through radio if he wanted, but Jono had no device to send a signal through radio. Time was running on its own, and every day Jono made videos to help. Then it can be seen that due to being confined at home for a long time, his necessary food has ended. Also, slow internet and network connection is not working. Then at night, Jono saw a police officer on the street. He was fighting with the zombies to escape from them, but the zombies killed him. All these incidents were happening in front of Jono's eyes. Jono was trying to save him from a distance, but to no avail. Then it was seen that a zombie was going to open the main door of Jono's flat and enter inside. Jono then tricks the zombie into thinking that he fell off the balcony. The zombie jumps down thinking that Jono has fallen down. Jono did not save himself from the hands of zombies. But then it can be seen that there is no food in Jono's flat. After that, Jono starts drinking with his family photo in front of him. The alcohol in the drink creates an illusion in his brain. Then he saw that all his family had come home. And everything around went well, but nothing like this happened. He could see them because of the illusion of his brain. Then suddenly, Geno's phone network is working, and he gets a voice message from his family. That voice message was the last message from his family, because they are now also turned into zombies. After that, Jono starts to suffer a lot, and he starts breaking things in the house in anger. He came out to break things in the house, but when he went out and saw the terrible form of the zombie, he returned to his flat. There was only one thing on Jono's mind, and that was stay alive. While thinking to myself that no matter what happens to me, I will never turn into a zombie. He then went to hang himself to commit suicide, but then someone from below was beating Jono's lizard tight. Jono then saw a girl from the building in front of his building shooting a laser light at him. That is, he is also a survivor, and his name was Carnival. Then they talked to each other every day through different signals, and made a trap in the main door of his house, and a zombie was trapped there. Carnival then hit the zombie and killed him. Carnival was a very good-hearted girl who never wanted to kill anyone, but had to kill the zombie to save her life. Carnival then saw that Jono was getting very sick due to not eating anything. After that, Carnival was trying to feed him with a rope, but the ball which was tied to the rope to reach the food from Carnival's fleet then fell down. Then Jono creates a rope connection with the drone camera. And finally, Carnival was able to reach the food to Jono. Then a zombie sees the ball below and climbs up through the rope attached to the ball. Because this zombie was a firefighter in real life, he was able to climb to the top very easily. Because the specialty of all zombies is that they can remember their real-life habits even after being transformed into zombies. The zombie had a rope attached to the ball, and it was attached to a table in the room. Pulling the rope causes the table to move in different places, and is hit through the table, causing Carnival to faint there. On the other hand, the zombie climbed up with the help of the rope. Then Jono was going to get the zombie's attention with the help of his drone. Jono also hits zombies with his drone. On the other hand, it can be seen that many zombies were knocking on the main door of the flat. As a result, Jono could not focus on flying the drone. The zombie is then seen grabbing the drone, but Carnival regains consciousness and finally hits the zombie. Carnival hit the zombie's hand, causing the zombie to fall straight down. Jono then decides that he will go to the surrounding flats and look for food. Jono then gets the key to the flat from an old zombie and finally enters the flat. Jono finds enough food in that flat, as well as some devices he needs. Looking at all the modern devices, I thought that the owner of this flat must have been an advanced person. Then Jono goes to the bedroom of the flat and finds a dead body on the bed. Then it is seen that the owner of the flat is attacked by the zombie Janer, but Jono somehow manages to save his life and run away from there. Then Jono wanted to send a video message with the help of earphones, but unfortunately the radio signal was going down. Jono finds 2 walkie-talkies in the room, one of which he sends to Carnival. Then they talk to each other with the help of that walkie-talkie. Carnival then tells Jono that she is very afraid of Hyde. Here we understand that no man can ever live alone. In addition to the need for food, humans also need companionship. To drink water, they both kept bowls outside. When it rained a little, they would drink that water. One day, many zombies spread throughout the apartment, hearing their footsteps, as if it was raining outside. After that, an object fell from Carnival's hand to the ground. Then the zombies sensed the presence of people there due to the sound. Then those zombies were going towards Carnival. Later, Jono made a call to the land phone of the flat next to him through the land phone in his house. As a result, Seelan's phone rang. Then those zombies entered the flat after hearing the sound from the ringing flat. After that, talking about Jono and Kindle, they both said that if they stay here day after day like this, and if nothing is done, one day they will die. Kindle then tells John that he did not see any land on the 8th floor of his apartment, so they decided to go to the 1st floor and look for food there. Then the two of them are down, and after coming down, they have a lot of fight with zombies. They somehow managed to save their lives and reached the elevator. Then they went to the 8th floor, but the zombies did not stop chasing them. They also reached the 8th floor when suddenly a stranger came there and saved both of them from the zombies. The stranger was giving food and water to both of them. From the beginning, this person was feeling suspicious because he was not eating the food he offered. But later, they could not bear their hunger and were forced to eat the food. The person who fed them was not a good person. He mixed their food with medicine to make them faint, and then when they passed out and took them away. The man had a small baby, and the baby turned into a zombie, so the man brought them both to his baby as food. The man was throwing Kindle into his zombie wife's room, but just then Jono regained consciousness. Johnny was then scaring the man with a stick, but to no avail. But Jono then cunningly sends his wife to her husband through disguise. Immediately zombies. By attacking him, they both turned into zombies. Kindle then shot them both against their will. After hearing the sound of gunshots, all the zombies were coming towards that flat. Then Jono told Kindle that you should shoot me and kill me. But Kindle could never do it. Then they both heard the sound of the helicopter from outside. Then they both face all the zombies and reach the roof, but they come to the roof and find there is no helicopter. Then they were go-soating those zombies with the rest of their guns. Then the helicopter actually came, and the soldiers in the helicopter shot the zombies and took them safely into the helicopter. After boarding the helicopter, the network came on their phone, and many messages from his friends started coming on Jono's phone. Jono is very happy after seeing his friend's message. After that, two survivors took their pictures and posted them on social media. Now they managed to make Sadie alive, and the movie ends immediately.